pride of man began to grow within the Nephite land. The seeds of war began to sow by a secret wicked band. Helaman kept the records well and taught the word of light. He had a sacred truth to tell to keep the people right. The Gadiant and robbers came with oaths and secret signs. They brought the people into shame with dark and deep designs. Nephi and Lehi, brothers bold, went preaching to the west. The stories of their faith are told as they faced every test. In prison dark they stood their ground while fires circled around. A voice of peace was heard to sound and shook the very ground. The Lamanites were all amazed and saw the heavens glow. With hands to God they stood and praised as faith began to grow. People turned and forgot the Lord again. The lessons they had once had learned were lost to wicked men. Nephi stood on his garden tower and mourned the people's sin. He spoke with great and holy power to let the Spirit in. He told them of the judge's death which happened as he spoke. The people held a gasping breath as the prophecy awoke. The Lord then gave him power great to seal the heavens high, to change the people's wicked state under the desert sky. Upon the land to humble every soul. They felt the weight of God's own hand and lost their self-control. They repented of their evil ways and rain began to fall. They offered up their songs of praise and answered to the call. But soon the cycle turned once more to pride and worldly gain. They forgot the peace they had before and turned to sin and pain. Then Samuel the Lamanite stood on the city wall. He spoke of stars and heavenly light and the Savior's coming call. He told of signs in 5 years' time when the sun would never set. In a rhythm and a holy rhyme, a day they'd not forget. The people threw their stones and spears but could not hit the man. He spoke through all their mocks and jeers of God's eternal plan. He vanished from their very sight and went to his own land, testify of truth and light and the Lord's protecting hand.